Geek Out!
Hey, it's time for another Geek Out book club. I guess get your pinky up and all that highfalutin,
Jazz.
high society jazz. Yeah, I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
This week we're talking ID by Emma Rios. Emma Rios, I think she first came to my attention. She's a Spanish comic book artist and writer now because she wrote this as well. Mm-hmm. She first came to my attention with the Marvel Comics miniseries Osborn, which took place shortly after Siege, because it focuses on what Osborn does in prison with Kelly Sue DeConnick, and from there the two went on to do Pretty Deadly. Yeah, which wraps up this month as well. So but yeah, this is kind of her. As far as I know, this is it initially showed up. ID showed up as a original story in the Image Comics anthology Island.
That's right. Yeah.
And then here it is as a full book. Jake, what'd you think of it?
It's really cool, man. I mean, it's first of all, just from a simple just looking at it, point of view thing, whatever. I love the color red.
Yes. So this is right up your alley.
Yeah. But no, I love the way it's done. I love the
very visually striking.
The visually striking right off the bat. I mean, something just to grab you and get you going. And it's just a really interesting character study, and a really interesting idea about switching bodies and what that does, and
what does that do to your, as the title suggests, what does that do to your identity?
Exactly. Yeah. And just the scientific stuff around it. And like some of the action beats and just getting to know these characters. I mean, just sitting in a room and getting to know these characters, and their rationale and their reasoning for doing it. All of them having completely different reasons. Really, really, enjoyed the art as well. Just a really cool, kind of different book. Something that something kind of unlike the other books we've been reviewing on here. Yeah.
It's and there's a kind of a. Even though the book is in English, it was originally printed in English, there is a distinctly European feel about it, too, I think. It kind of reminds me of even though I feel like that story was more, there's almost a Vanilla Sky aspect to it. There's kind of a surreal element. Yeah. More so like the original Spanish film, Abre sus ojos. Mm-hmm. But I kind of got that vibe.
That's true. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I love both of those versions very much. And it's funny. I mean, mentioning that, that makes total sense, looking back on it. That's interesting point there.
Yeah, so I would love to see, I mean, again, she's wrapping up Pretty Deadly, at least the second story arc this month, but I would love to see her write more.
Sure, yeah. Write more. I mean, it's a very smart, thought-provoking book, for sure.
Yeah, so definitely check it out. It'll be in bookstores or comic book shops and Comixology on Wednesday, June 22nd, and I believe the following week it'll be in bookstores. That's usually how they do it. But it's a fun ride. It's very, I think, very thought-provoking. Definitely speaks on society as a whole, kind of in the idea of self-image and self-identity. So definitely, if you're ready for kind of a
thinker, not a stinker.
Yeah,
as Apollo Creed would say.
Yeah,
that's the official review on the back. Apollo Creed, thinker, not a stinker.
Emma, come on, it's not too late to change that back cover.
Yeah, por favor. Fictional character for you.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been another Geek Out Book Club. I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
So yeah, check it out. Keep reading. This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a new commentary every Monday. We've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.